Hi y'all, I'm back with part 2 of my annual's library sale video haul thing. Once a year my library puts on a big entire county-wide sale where they get rid of all the books they don't want. Hardbacks are $1 and paperbacks are 50 cents, and I tend to get a good percentage of my yearly reading from this annual sale. My girlfriend and I, we make a day of it, we do lunch, we do the sale. I look forward to it every year. Last week I talked to you about the 9 hardbacks I got, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 16 paperbacks I got. So altogether I filled up these 2 big bags for $17, and I'm very happy about that. All right, first is a Star Trek book. This is Q Squared. I used to read these so much when I was a teenager. I haven't read a Star Trek book in years, but Q was always my favorite character, my favorite villain out of the Next Generation. And 50 cents, hell yeah. Next book is Sizzling 16, Janet Evanoff. I think this is a romance novel. I'm not entirely sure. But it seems to be based on a bounty hunter who inherits a lucky bottle, except that the bottle keeps fluctuating between good and bad luck. It's definitely a humor. I think it may also be a romance, so we're going to check that out. My next 2 are the first 2 Lord of the Rings novels, Fellowship of the Rings and The Twin Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've never read Lord of the Rings. I've never seen the movie Lord of the Rings, so it's time. I tried to start with The Hobbit. I really did try. I got about 150 pages into The Hobbit, and I swear to God, the only thing that happened is that 2 dinner parties were there, and I didn't care about that, and I just had to DNF. So we'll try with just the Lord of the Rings trilogy. For $1, I got the first 2. We'll give it a shot. I'm going to try. Next is a romance. This is covered up. This is Teresa. It's by Teresa. One Night of Scandal, which is a fantastic title. We've got the most G-rated of smutty tabs. And I love the way my library sale handles the romance novels, because the librarians there and the entire library community is so freaking prudish that they have no idea what to do with the smutty romances. So instead of like being reasonable about it and having a section for smutty romances, they just like sporadically seed it in with all the other books, like thinking maybe you'll not notice that, you know, it's there and you can just glance over it. So if you want romance on this library sale, you have to go on like this little Easter hunt. Oh. And it just tickles my sarcasm every time. What's this about? Oh yeah, so I read the first line and I decided to buy it. Proper decorum has never come easily to Carlotta and Farley. I didn't read past that and I bought it. My kind of heroine. So here's another romance novel. This is He Loves Lucy by Suzanne Donovan. And this is about a woman who is in charge of like a reality TV show, and she comes up with this idea for like this weight loss reality TV where they pair an overweight woman with a personal trainer and they incentivize how many pounds to lose, that sort of thing, you know, Biggest Loser, that sort of thing. Except that her executives pick her as the woman to hook up with, you know, the hunky personal trainer and to get into shape. So looks like another, you know, smutty romance humor, and I'm all about that. Next is a Michael Crichton one I haven't read, State of Fear, and this, oh, it's like brand new. That little bin there, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. So yeah, it's like a brand new book, and it's Michael Crichton, and it's 50 cents. Something Oceans, something Malaysia, something Vancouver, something Los Angeles. We travel a lot, apparently. It's like Michael Crichton travel blog with fear. All right, next is The Last Oracle by James Rollins. I've never read anything by him before, but the title and the cover caught my eye. I'm pretty sure this is it's a thriller. In Washington, D.C., a homeless man takes an assassin's bullet and dies in Commander Gray Pierce's arms. A bloody coin clutched in the dead man's hands, an ancient relic that can be traced back to the Greek oracle of Delphi, is the key to a conspiracy that dates back to the Cold War and threatens the very foundation of humanity. For what if it were possible to bioengineer the next great prophet, a new Buddha, Muhammad, or even Jesus? Would this second coming be a boon, or would it initiate a chain reaction that would result in the extinction of humankind? I like it so far. All right. We get Christmas smutty romance. Actually, I think a series of novellas or short stories, at least one longer story, and then several other, but I don't know how to pronounce that. It's by Mary, including A Christmas Bride and Christmas Stories from Under the Mistletoe. So Christmas is coming up. I'm sure I'll be in a Christmassy mood. This next is Understanding Iraq by William R. Polk, a nonfiction. Understanding Iraq, because I don't. And it was 50 cents. Give it a shot. Hi, have you got a stick?
Yeah.
Awesome. You want to help me tell people about books?
Yeah.
All right, you help me tell people about books. All right, what's that about?
Boy.
It's a boy. Yeah, it's about a boy. And it says, I Am Legend. But this was made into a movie. Did you know that?
Yep.
I didn't like the movie very much, but I heard the book was very, very good. This is about a post-apocalyptic zombies. This is about the last survivor of a zombie apocalypse. So why don't you get up and help your brother? He's got a ducky he's putting in the water. But yes, I wasn't really thrilled with this movie, but I keep hearing that the book is fantastic, and 50 cents, definitely going to pick it up. Pretty sure what's left is romance. So this is Pretty in Plaid by Jen Lancaster. And A Life, a Witch, and a Wardrobe, or the wonder years between the condescending egomaniac self-centered smartass phase. Definitely a humor. This sounds a lot like Kiss My Tiara by... it's another book I like. So I read a quick excerpt and it had a similar tone and feel. So it looks funny. Nice little bit of chick lit. Looks funny. All right. Now we have The Last Promise by Scarlett Doon. Obviously another romance. British heiress Mary Ann Hardwick. Really? Apparently we're picking character names from Debbie Does Dallas. The Wild West is the perfect place to make her own life and escape the stifling privilege of an arranged marriage. Hard at work proving her independence, it's little wonder she has no time for handsome cowboy Luke McBride. Oh God, the names. I'm going to be laughing just from the names. No matter that he somehow understands the freedom she so badly needs, how could she trust such a wild spirit, much less find a way to love him? All right, yeah. Lady Clare is All That by Mary Rondale. No smutty tab on this one. This is the third book in a series. The way romance series works, you don't usually have to read them in order. It's rare to find a romance series where you have to read the books in order. Generally, the series, each book follows one particular couple until you get your happily ever after, but within the series, they're following secondary characters from the last book or something like that. It's all in the same world or the same family or the same town, but they're not books you have to read in order. So perfectly safe to pick up book 3 there. What's this about? Her brains plus his brawn equals a study in seduction. God, that's bad. It kind of looks like she's trying to escape an arranged marriage by having an arranged friend with benefits. I mean, that's some creative problem solving. Next is Instant Attraction by Jill Shalvis. This looks like a cowboy sort of thing. So this is boring accountant meets daredevil. So we'll see how that goes. And last one. Okay, this is a double. This is 2 novels, A Counterfeit Betrothal and The Notorious Rake by Mary... Did I have another one of hers? Apparently I got 2 books by the same author. Look at that. All right, so she also did the Christmas book. Cool. So hopefully I like her style. So this is 2 novels in one. The first one seems to be she's resisting an arranged marriage. and she wants to reunite her parents who are estranged. Oh, okay, so she has to do a fake marriage in order to get them back together and talking again. Okay, that could be fun. And the second one, the notorious rake, Lord Edmund, is everything that Lady Mary Gregg despises. Okay, so there's going to be an enemies to lover there. Hopefully I like her style, because apparently she also did the Christmas novella collection. So yeah, altogether 25 books for $17. It was a good year. I look forward to delving in. Have you read any of these paperbacks? And if so, tell me about them. Tell me what you thought and where you think I should start in my reading. Talk to me in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. You want to help me do my exit? Oh, don't hit the dog. We're going to say, can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
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 All right.
Read it.
Well, I'm not going to read it right now. We'll read it later.
After bedtime.
After bedtime, we'll read the book, sure.